Okay, this is a rifle hole. We got a mess. However, okay, we got, it's fairly tight. I really got a staple back there. But you can't sew a mess like this without trimming it. So you do it very, very gently. Take as little off as possible. Get a smooth edge to it. Okay, got a nice smooth edge there. I'll go this side. I'll cut this off and start over on the other end. Okay, now let's do the same thing here. This is off. I'll have to adjust that. But this one, let's start about there. Take it down there. I'm gonna have to go a little farther there. Okay. Now you get a smooth edge to work on. So I was trying to see if this is all balanced more or less. But she looks good there. Now what I'm going to do here, to give me some control over the hide, I'll put a staple there. I've still got slack to sew on. And I'll put a staple here. Otherwise, for length, I've got the staple back there that's holding it. Okay, now you can sew it. But if you tried to sew that freehand, without doing this, you'd never get anywhere. Get the hair away. This little bit in there is going to be a problem for me, so I'm going to take it off. There we go. Okay. This is on the back of the fur. The hide is fairly thick, so you're going to take a fairly shallow bite on the leather when you're sewing. You don't have to go back any distance from the wound. And you have to be careful you don't harpoon your own finger when you're doing this. I've done that many a time. Okay, once I've got the hide boarded, we'll show you a picture of it, what it looks like once the hide is stretched. Huh? And the fur has been washed on the other side, and you comb it, and it's wet, and you back comb it, rake it back, fluff it up once it's dry, and you have an awful hard time finding that hole. Holes, I don't know what they were caused by. I think it's got sent to other holes here. I think it's shrapnel from the bullet that the fellow shot the kite with. So we're going to get this pulled out like so. We'll get a little tension on this side like so, and a little bit of tension on this side. Now okay, the hide is nice and neat. Now there's no way I'm going to sew two holes there. They're so close together, it don't make sense. What did I do with my scalpel? Here we go. So what I do with this hole, I got two holes there, so what I'm going to do is just incise this one up to here. Okay. And I'm going to take this little flap of skin out of there. Like so. Get loose hair out. Then you got one nice, neat hole to sew. I'll take that little piece off of there. Now that's a lot easier to sew than two holes, one beside the other, and it doesn't devalue the hide any. But you got something that you can work with now. Gunshot hole, this one's whatever, and this is one I cut because of a bird that I missed. And here's a hole that actually were two holes, and I cut them into one and I sewed that up. So once you turn the hide over, or turn it back with fur out, comb it out, you'll never know there's a hole there.
So we can see there's all those sewings from earlier.
Yeah.
And
this one's on the edge
and
here.
that one there.
Yeah.
So now it's time to turn it, and then you get a look at what the fur looks like after it's been sewn.
Yeah, and how to handle it. Snapping to get the mats broken up. I'll have a couple good snaps. It's easier to comb them later. Okay, let's see what that was all shot up. Huh? But anyways, we'll get a nice comb job so the hair lays down the proper way, because there's still moisture in the hair, and I mean up in here. So get it to lay down properly, and appearance is much better. And where you washed it, you do the best you can in getting it. Okay, clean your comb, because the hair in the comb, and you pull more hair with it that way. So, okay, one other trick: if you leave it like this, it's not going to dry, and you're going to give this thing one more comb job when you come off the stretcher tomorrow. In order to help you get this and get this fur back up like so, and tomorrow, before you take them off the stretcher, you're going to have to comb them. Get your hands on there and just rub this. Give it a good rub job to break up the mats. And you can comb one more time. Take them and snap them the way I did just a little while ago. And all the fur is there, and he's going to look pretty. But this is the kite I sewed up. All the hair is there, the whole bit. No problem. And this looks sad right now, but tomorrow after I take it and brush it by hand, comb it out one more, it'll be just as fuzzy as this part up here.